Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome co-founder of X4Impact, Luis Salazar, and X4Impact co-founder and chief marketing officer, Shelly Kurtz.
Good morning. I am Luis Salazar, and with Shelly Kurtz, we co-founded X4Impact as a leading tech and data platform for social innovation. And we want to thank Concordia for the partnership and the opportunity to create awareness about the state of the UN Sustainable Development Goals in the US. I think we're having a problem with the clicker, so I've been clicking it and it's not great. Today, we'll show you how we're using the 17 UN SDGs and its indicators as a taxonomy to organize and measure progress towards meeting the goals by 2030. And we'll also show you a glimpse of the over 1 million nonprofit organizations that work on solving those social issues. And many people think that the UN SDGs are related to problems in other countries, but we do have some opportunities to improve in the US. Just in the last 60 seconds, we wasted 210,000 pounds of food when there are 35 million people in the US experiencing hunger and food insecurity. 48 adults avoided going to a doctor, even if in pain, because of the high cost of healthcare. And more than 1 million people did not have access to safe drinking water, a toilet, or clean water. And that's here in the US. On the flip side, in the same 60 seconds, and some of our previous speakers were talking about 5G and the marvels of technology. Yes, we are more connected than ever. We connect with each other millions of times every minute. We are matched with goods to be sold for $1.5 million through e-commerce. And we conduct over 4 million search queries. And by the way, 30% of those search queries are using our voice, which is amazing. And I can argue that to address some of our social challenges, we can use exactly the same matching and cloud-based technologies to solve our social and human services related problems. From the technology point of view, fundamentally, there is not much difference between matching somebody that needs a ride with a car, right? A car service, or somebody that is searching for a great book or a great restaurant, with matching someone that is experiencing food insecurity with the 400 billion that is going to be wasted no matter what. So I think that is what inspired us to dig into the data, and for the past 5 years, we have been working tirelessly to create awareness about the existing social challenges and the opportunities to deploy technology for the public interest. Thankfully, we're not alone. There are over 1.7 million nonprofits in the US addressing these social challenges. And while the sector is a $2.9 trillion economy, so take this away, the US nonprofit sector is a $3 trillion economy, still many social challenges remain. And this is a surprising fact for many. So let's dive into data and insights to figure things out together. And my co-founder, Shelly, will share with you a couple of tools to understand the state of the SDGs in the US. The nonprofits are working on addressing these issues. The technologies, companies working directly or indirectly on solving these problems. Thank you.
Thanks, Luis. Now it's your turn to play along. So from your computers or mobile devices, I'd like you to join me at x4i.org/SDG. And this is a tool that we were inspired to create based on the Concordia Lexington Summit, where we really wanted to look at bringing state level data about the SDGs to life. And a special thank you goes to our partners at Persephone, the leading climate management and accounting platform. They helped us make the SDG Index free for all, so check them out. And I don't know if you saw the announcement recently, but carbon emissions are more important than ever. Just ask the SEC. So our SDG Index is fully interactive by state. I'm here in Washington, and you can see a snapshot of our state. And on the left are 17 icons, one for each of the Sustainable Development Goals. And we've selected one key indicator for each goal with a ranking from 1 to 50, where 1 is closest to the goal. If you're interacting with the tool on a desktop computer, you'll also see that there are a number of nonprofit organizations listed and the amount of social impact funding that's dedicated to each of those SDGs in your state. Here's, we'll take a look at, Kentucky there, which is where the Lexington Summit is based. And you can see that the tool can help you understand regional differences and how to effectively collaborate to work towards common goals, which is one of the themes, of course, of Concordia as part of SDG 17, Partnership for the Goals. Below the SDGs and the scorecard for each state, you'll see a selected group of impact areas that are highlighted with direct links to nonprofits for that state. So I encourage you to check some of those out. And these NGOs are sorted by size from largest to smallest based on their annual revenues. And if you're looking for additional information about sustainable development goals, you can simply click on the corresponding icon for the SDG, and you'll go to an in-depth report with additional details. And we know that in the US, using the SDGs is a little bit fuzzy for most of us. So these free reports really help highlight key data and insights, whether you're looking to build a funding strategy or looking for partners, or maybe you're creating an impact goal from the ground up and want to understand what some of those progress KPIs might be. You might be going to market in the nonprofit sector or looking to make policy changes to support advocacy efforts. So check those out, especially great for students that we know are joining us today. And on each of those interactive reports, there's a map that highlights concentration of NGOs dedicated to solving the problems related to that SDG. So in this case, we're looking at SDG 12, which is responsible consumption and production, where there are over 4,700 nonprofit organizations in the US, which deploy approximately $9 billion each year. And then you can click on any state and see the additional state level data for that SDG. And here we're highlighting toxic waste sites and whether or not there's a statewide ban on plastic bags. You can jump around the map and find any state to compare. Here's Kentucky again, and you can see how the data changes. And you might have noticed that I'm doing a low-tech demo today, so we could live stream and join you there in Kentucky. But I hope that you're interacting live with the tool and exploring the richness of the data sets for yourselves. I hope that there'll be a little friendly competition between states. I understand we have several elected officials, including the governors for Kentucky and New Hampshire. So maybe some side bets now that March Madness is over. And one thing that I think we can all agree on is the increased opportunity for tech innovation to help us reach our social impact goals. That's why at X4Impact, we've put together a directory of innovative tech solutions organized by the Sustainable Development Goals. So now I invite you to join me at the tech directory, which you can get to from the main header at x4i.org. And we created this directory because we learned that nonprofit leaders and government officials were often turning to their search engine and blindly typing in a keyword when they were looking for software and digital transformation tools. So instead, we created a searchable directory organized by SDG. And today we have over 2,500 tech for good solutions ready for you to search. And when you select an SDG, you'll see products and services making an impact in that area. And you might notice special badges, which show diversity in company leadership and other distinctions like our partners at Persephone have here. You can spin the wheel to explore by SDG, or you can, of course, search by traditional keyword if you're looking for a particular type of digital tool, or maybe you don't even know what you're looking for and just want to explore by topic filter or type of organization. So certainly check those out. And throughout the two-day conference here at the Lexington Summit, you'll see various data sets from X4Impact in action, setting the scene to contextualize the topics on the main stage. And we're honored to partner with Concordia as a global patron, member, and data provider. So whenever you see these slides setting the stage for various sessions today and tomorrow, we hope that you'll go deeper and research those topics and find interesting resources on X4Impact. And feel free to connect with us directly through the member portal or on LinkedIn or through x4i.org. We really want to make this something that you feel connected to. You're not alone. And as a special incentive to jumpstart your social impact, we'd like to offer you a special discount. And so just use the Concordia 22 offer, and you're able to get special discounts at x4i.org. So thank you so much. We hope that you enjoy the conference, and we appreciate everyone coming together today for social impact.
Please welcome to stage Hannah Delmett, Concordia's Senior Director of Partnerships.
Introduce myself there. Well, so that was great to hear from Shelly and Luis about this X4I database that has been dreamed up over the past several months. I do hope people use it. I think it's a really neat tool, especially when we're thinking about how to build partnerships for positive social impact. That data really is critical to the design and the impact measurement of it. So go ahead and check it out. We're going to take a quick break right now. I want to encourage everybody, there's coffee, there's snacks, make sure you're caffeinated and rejuvenated for today and all of the conversations we're having. Carry that energy into the Temptations later tonight as well. There is a great space in the corner, we call it the Rubicon Hub. Go ahead, check it out. Rubicon is a core partner of ours for this, and they're doing some really amazing work in the waste management and data space. And so please go ahead and check that out. When we reconvene in just a few moments, we'll be joined by our partner Visa for a panel on financial education. Lots to look forward to. Thanks so much for being here.